Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys your pick 3 workout for Ohio. I've had so many questions asking about some recent updates, and I have something for you. There are quite a few patterns within the last few days, but I want to stick to the triples and false triples that are slanted. Okay, I want you guys to really focus on that. Why? Because with those could bring out doubles or mirror type hits. So pay close attention to the special areas, okay, and study, okay? So we're going to start with our first example here. We have April 6th evening. The hit was 583. Okay, I put it into the 317 rundown. Now, if I have any newbies, you're like saying, I don't know how to put those together. They're very simple. Once you lock in your last hit that you're going to use, you're going to add each of those numbers down this column. Okay, so the first column, we would add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Now, for your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 1. Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Use your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Use your 2. And 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, you know that you did it right. The number you start with should be the number you end with. Then you would add 1 all the way down the second column and 7 all the way down the third column. Now, I want you to pay attention to this rundown. What do you notice? Okay, you have triples, 111, and its mirror 666 running up. Very important. When I tell you, you guys, depending on the state, sometimes hits like to come straight across these. Sometimes they like to come around the triples. But for Ohio, I'm noticing they're pulling doubles and they're pulling mirrored hits. Okay, so be on the lookout for these when you see them. So make sure you notice that they're, like I said, triples. Now, I want you to use both places, your 1s and your 6. Those are mirrored numbers. I know some people may be shaking their head. What's the mirror number? A mirror number is the same number as opposite of each other. Okay, so when I say that, I'm saying 0 could be a 5 or 5 could be a 0. 1 could be a 6. 6 could be a 1 like we have here. 2 can be a 7. 7 could be a 2. 3 could be a 8. 8 could be a 3. 4 can be a 9. And a 9 can be a 4. Okay, all right. So what I've noticed is when you see your triples, okay, notice the right side. Pay close attention to the right side. Okay, pay close attention to your right side. Why? Because they're going to either have a set of mirrors or doubles. In this example, you have your 8-3 and 3-8. Okay, so pay attention to the pairs that come diagonal. You notice there's a double pair here. What? 1-1. If you look on the bottom, there's a 5-5. Okay, you look at your 8-3 now. Now they're going to switch. You're going to mirror on us. 8-3, you're going to see a 6-6 on the bottom. All right, I know we don't have this extended, but if you want to look here to see what the bottom would be, you have a 0-0. Okay, so what I would do when I see that, I would put those together in combinations and I would hold on to them for a couple of days. Okay, so let's see how this would work. Okay, so let's start with our 3-8 where the ones are. Okay, so I would literally go 3-1-1, could be an option, and 8-1-1. All right, now you may want to use the doubles that are not connected to the triple. They could do something opposite. I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to tell you right now, just be on the lookout for it. Okay, so 3-5-5. Okay, 8-5-5. And again, that's up to your choice. But I notice they do like to come more when they're connected to the triple. So if it's something where you're trying to condense numbers, you know, that may be something you may want to take a look into. Me, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to cover myself for a couple of days. I like to look at them all. But again, you use this at your caution. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the 666. Why? Because those are going to mirror on me. So I'm going to go 8-6-6 and 3-6-6. And then I would take the doubles that are under it now, right? Because we can't see here, but if we go up top, we can. So we'll go to 800, which I love. Love that 800 and 300. Okay. All right, stop right there. Okay. On April 8th, midday, this took 2 days. Okay. But 668, what? It hit 668. And where was it? 668, right in here. Okay, so those were the possibles. Now, like I said, if it's something you're trying to condense and you just want to stay wherever the triples are, or false trips are, you may just condense the list, just use like that 311, 811, 866, or 366. But I've seen them, and I'll show you an example where they flip the switch on us. Okay. All right, so let's go to another triple example. Now, I want you to notice something. You don't see triples every rundown. That's why I like to show it this way if I possibly can. Sometimes, depending on the state, but you don't always have triples, not slanted anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to April 9th evening. There was a hit of 382. Okay. You notice this time it's not a straight triple, it's a false trip, 722. This is why you need to know what your mirror numbers are, because some people may not even have known that was a false trip. They're all connected, right? And then there's a 277. Okay, so here I would do the same thing. Okay, and there's a couple tricks. This is where things start going, and you have to like kind of have other options. If you like this particular pattern, you're going to want to keep your eye open for certain things. So we're going to look at the doubles now. Okay. And so if there's doubles here, if you're using the 317, the opposite is going to be what? Mirrors. Your 2 sevens now. So I would go 472. Write that down. You might even want to do 461. All right. But then you have your 9s here. I should have highlighted those. I'm sorry. Well, we'll just do that here. You have your 9s there, right? So you can go 961. I can't see too much what's above there, and I should have extended, but that's okay. It would be 72. It would be this here. Okay, so it would be 972. Okay. So let's just stop right there. You notice how these are doubles. They don't give us a whole lot of options. You have less options, which is kind of cool. So if we just use this list right here, right, we just stopped and we just used those options. Well, 927 hit a couple days later, April 11th. April 11th, 927. Midday, it hit 927. Okay, but sometimes you may want to hold on to them. Let me show you some other options. Another thing too is you can take the opposite pairs that are not doubles or mirrors, right? It's your straight numbers. Now, what pairs are slanted right against there? Look at this on top of the 4-4. There's a 3-0. Okay. You have a 3-0 going this way. So you might have wanted to add 4-3-0 or 4-5-8, right? That's this opposite. Now we're going to the 9s. You might want to add the 9-0-3, okay, or the 9-8-5, okay. If you wanted to add your straight numbers, I told you it's not just for doubles and mirrors. It could be for straight numbers too, right? Well, if you held on to that and you looked at this, 4-8-5 came the next draw. We had 4-5-8 here. 4-5-8. So you had 2 hits. You had your 9-2-7. 2-7 would be here, 9-2-7, and your 4-5-8. So when you see your triples or false triples, a lot of your heavy, hot areas, check on your your right side, doubles or mirrors, and pay attention to your slanted pairs. You can use the straight pairs. You can use the mirrors or doubles. Now I'm noticing that they're using mirrors and doubles. That 485, that's kind of like an extra bonus. But if you want to be prepared, pay attention. Let me take you to another triple. Okay. Let's see here. Look at this on April 11th. The hit was 927. You guys have a 555 and a 000. Okay. So I know I should have highlighted those, but that's okay. So I would go ahead. If we're doing doubles and mirrors, let's see. They have doubles here. So I would go 755 and 255. The mirrors on, the doubles on the bottom, I would do those. So 799, 299. Okay. And then we'll look here, because again, the numbers are going to change. So 200, 700. And then if you need to bottom, the bottom, again, when you're writing on your paper, you can extend it down. But I'll just use this 244 and 744. Okay, stop right there. You guys had a hit next draw 474. We have it as 744. Where is it? 744 right there. 744. So what am I telling you guys in Ohio? Pay attention to your triples. Okay, I love when we get hits that, and you will see some that may come top or bottom, but if you guys are pulling your mirrors or doubles, this may be an excellent way that you may want to pay attention to those hits. Keep on them because they may not come the next day, the next draw. You may have to hold them for a couple of days. Okay, so study this stuff. It's right here. Other ways that you may want to look at triples. Look at the 727 that hit on April 7th. 034 came the next draw. Okay, all right. When you don't see a triple, something you may want to look out for, and again, don't overwhelm yourself. You guys have doubles, right? 2-2, right? 2-3-8. That actually hit as 382 the next evening. And there's more, and I'm not going to confuse anybody else. Okay, because I know that was a lot of work to look at. So rewind it back. Okay, make sure when you see your triples, pay attention to your mirrors. Mirrors may bring those doubles. Okay, if you see the triples, they may have doubles. They may bring what? The mirrors. Okay, so this is really cool. I really like this, and I got to get back into, looking at other ways. So hopefully I'll find something very similar to other states that'll help us all, right? Well, anyways, I hope this was helpful, guys. Yeah, that was it, really. But just, again, pay attention to those triples. That information is right in front of us, right? Anyways, have a good one. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. We'll see you guys on the next video.